Welcome. So in this session, we work out particular integrals of solutions of the non-homogeneous second-order differential equation using the steps that we discussed in the previous class. So the question is to find a particular integral or a particular solution for the differential equation y double prime minus 5y prime plus 6y equals to g of x, when g of x is either 3 or 2x or 3x squared e raised power x 13 sine 3x. Now, the first thing is to get the homogeneous solution. So we'll say y double prime minus 5y prime plus 6y equals to 0, this homogeneous equation. Now, from this one, it's not hard to see that auxiliary equation is r squared minus 5r plus 6 equals to 0. Product is 6, sum is minus 5, numbers minus 2 minus 3. So we'll have r squared minus 3r minus 2r plus 6 equals to 0. So r into r minus 3 minus 2 into r minus 3 equals to 0. R minus 2, r minus 3 equals to 0. So r equals to 2 or r equals to 3. So particular solution is y, the homogeneous solution or complementary solution is given by C1 e raised power 2x plus C2 e raised power 3x. So it's always good to know the homogeneous solution or complementary solution, because if any of these different cases of g of x given, one of them is a linear combination of the homogeneous or complementary solution, you have to multiply by the variable x so that we remove repetitions in finding particular solution. But then we are lucky because the solutions we have here, e raised power 2x and e raised power 3x, none of them is on this list. So Roman 1, g of x is given by 3, which is a constant. And remember, when we have a constant, then we let our trial particular solution y of p to be a, where a is a constant. So then now y prime, yp prime will be 0, and y double prime p is also 0. Replacing in the homogeneous, non-homogeneous equation, we get d squared y p over dx squared minus 5 d squared yp dx plus 6yp equals, so this is 0 minus 5 times 0 plus 6 times a. Then we have said that the g of x in this case is 3, so this will give us 3. So that means that 6a equals to 3, which implies a is a half, 3 over 6. So therefore, yp of x is nothing but a half. So this is the solution for that given problem. Roman 2, so we have g of x is given by 2x, so which means that the equation will be y double prime minus 5y prime plus 6y equals to 2x. Now 2x is a linear function. So then let yp, for this linear, then it will take the form a1 of x plus a naught, linear function. Please note that although g of x is not ax plus, say a1x plus a naught, but then will this determine that this is a linear function? So the general structure of a linear function should be a1x plus a naught. If you write yp guess is a1x without this other constant a naught, you get it wrong. So yp prime will be a1 and yp double prime will be 0. Now, since yp is a solution, then we have yp double prime minus 5yp prime plus 6yp should satisfy that given differential equation. So this implies 0 minus 5 into a1 plus 6 into a1x plus a naught should give us 2x, which will be negative 5a1 plus 6a1x plus 6 a naught equals to 2x. So this is 6a1x plus 6 a naught minus 5a1, just rearranging so that we have constants together, equals to 2x, and I can say plus 0, just a placeholder to give me the constant. So for this equality to be correct, then it means that coefficient of x on the left-hand side should match the coefficient of x on the right-hand side, and the constants should be 0. So from this, a1 will be 2 over 6, which is a third, and this we have 5a1 equals to 6a naught. So a1, a naught will be 5 over 6 a1, which is 5 over 6 times, which is 5 over 18. So therefore, yp of x is 1 over 3, which is a naught, which is a1, 1 over 3x, and then plus a naught, which is 5 over 18. So this is the correct solution. And then next, Roman 3, g of x is given by 3x squared. This is quadratic. So then from the table in the illustration of the process, if we have quadratic, then the guess or the trial solution for the particular solution yp should take the form a2x squared plus a1x plus a naught. So which means yp prime will be twice a2x plus a1, and yp double prime will be 2a2. So the equation takes the form y minus 5y prime plus 6y equals to the g of x is given as 3x squared. Now, when we say yp is a solution, then it means that yp double prime minus 5yp prime plus 6yp should satisfy this equation. and then replacing, we get 2a2 minus 5, 2a2 x plus a1 plus 6 a2 x squared plus a1 x plus a naught should give us 3x squared. So this is replacing. So I'll have 2a2 minus 10a2x minus 5a1 plus 6a2x squared plus 6a1x plus 6a naught equals to 3x squared. So rearranging the left-hand side, we have 6a2x squared plus 6a1 minus 10a2. These are the only ones with x. And then plus 6a naught plus 2a2 minus 5a1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals to 3x squared. And actually, I can write this one plus 0x plus 0. So that then I compare coefficients. 6a2 will be the same as 3. 6a1 minus 10a2 the same as 0. And 6a naught plus 2a2 minus 5a1 equals to 0. This means that I'll get here a2 to be 3 over 6, which is a half. And then this means 6a1 equals to 10a2. So it means a1 equals to 10 over 6a2, which is 10 over 6 times a half. So a1 will be 5 over 6. And then from this one, 6a naught equals to 5a1 minus 2a2. So a naught will be 5 over 6a1 minus 2 over 6a2, which is 5 over 6. a1 is 5 over 6 minus 2 over 6. a2 is a half. So this will give us 25 over 36 minus 1 over 6. And then 35 or 25 over 36 minus 1 over 6 gives 19 over 36. So therefore, particular solution of particular integral will be a half x squared plus 5 over 6x plus 19 over 36. Next one is e raised power. So g of x to be e raised power x. Now, let yp be given by, so if we have an exponential, then it would be constant times that exponential. So which means then we have the equation will be y double prime minus 5y prime plus 6y equals to e raised power x, because this is the value of g of x. So yp prime is a e raised power x, and second derivative is the same thing. So this being a solution, then we have yp double prime minus 5yp prime plus 6yp should give us e raised power x. Now we replace, so we'll have a e raised to power x minus 5a e raised to power x plus 6a e raised to power x equals to e raised to power x. So this will give us a minus 5a plus 6a e raised to power x equals to e raised to power x. 7a minus 5a is 2a equals to e raised to power x, which means 2a equals to 1, because the coefficient of e raised to power x is 1. So which means a is a half. So therefore, yp of x is a half e raised to power x. Lastly, we have g of x should be 13 sine of 3x. So which means then the equation will be y double prime minus 5y prime plus 6y equals to 13 sine 3x. So to solve this, we let this being a sine function, then the particular solution will be of the form yp is a linear combination of cosine function and sine function. Of this form. So which means the derivative of this will be 3a1 cos 3x minus 3a2 sine 3x. And second derivative will be minus 3 by 3 is 9, a1 sine 3x minus 9a2 cos 3x. Replacing, we'll get minus 9a1 sine 3x minus 9a2 cos 3x minus 5 into y prime. Yp prime will be same as 3a1 cos 3x minus 3a2 sine 3x plus 6y a1 sine 3x plus a2 cos 3x. This should give us 13 sine of 3x. Because immediately we say let this one be the solution. Then y double prime p minus 5 y prime p plus 6 yp should be 13 sine of px. So let's expand and collect like terms in terms of sines and cosines. We'll have negative 9a1. Here we'll have minus, so minus will be plus. 5 by 3 is 15, a2. Here we have plus 6a1. Then this is half sine 3x plus minus 9a2, this for cos, minus 15a1, and then plus 6a2 of cos 3x should give us 13 sine 3x. And actually, I can say plus 0 cos 3x. So that this will give me 15a2 minus 3a1 sine 3x plus minus 3a2 A2 minus 15A1 cos of 3x equals to 13 sine 3x plus 0 cos 3x. Now comparing, now we'll have 15A2 minus 3A1 equals to 13 for very coefficient of sine, and then cosine minus 3A2 minus 15A1 equals to 0. From this we have 3A2 equals to 15 minus 3A2 equals to 15A1, which means A2 is minus 5A1. Now when I replace here, I'll have 15 into minus 5A1 minus 3A1 equals to 13. So this is minus 75A1 minus 3A1 equals to 13. This will give us minus 78A1 equals to 13. And A1 will be 13 over minus 78, which will give us minus 1 over 6, which means A2 will be minus 5 minus 1 over 6, which will be 5 over 6. So therefore, YP is given by negative 1 over 6 sine 3x plus 5 over 6 cosine of 3x is the particular solution. Thank you.